Okay, so in the last two classes, what we discussed is, sir, we discussed understanding introduction of SAP, right? We understood what is ERP application, and also we understood little the difference between SAP S4 HANA. I mean, basically S4 SAP S4 HANA and SAP HANA. So the difference between SAP S4 HANA and SAP HANA is S4 HANA is a business suite and SAP HANA is a database. Okay, and the full form of SAP S4 HANA is high performance analytic appliance. It's a business suite for the SAP S4 HANA application. Okay, and we discussed what is the history behind SAP when it was started, and what is your current version and so on. Also, we understood architecture, and this is very important where you should understand what are the different types of projects that you see in SAP. Also, understanding functional models and understanding of technical models in SAP, and a few advantages of SAP. That's what we discussed. And also, after completing this course, you will be working as a end user or you will be working as a SAP consultant. Now you have to decide which role you want to work in future. SAP, not only as I mentioned, right? I mean, I mentioned that not only SAP, every technology will have their own landscape. Like similarly in SAP also, we have three servers: development, quality, and production server. So we do everything in the development server. We do initial testing. If everything is fine, we'll move changes to the quality server. There also we test the scenarios. Later we'll ask client to test the scenarios. If the client is satisfied with the configurations and with the results, then they will ask us to move changes to the production system. So this is a main system, live system, where the data will be processed in the production system. Will be the data will be processed by the end users. Okay, this is very important when you join in any SAP project, that you should understand the system landscape. This is again very important. So if you are working as a SAP consultant, so in one type of your project, like definitely implementation project. So for implementing SAP, you will see different kinds of implementation methodologies. One is SAP Activate methodology. The first one is ASAP methodology, and Activate methodology and Agile methodology. So you will see such kind of implementations in SAP. Usually, generally now in the market, they are using Agile methodology morely. Okay. So that's what we discussed in the previous two sessions. So let us understand. Let us go to the system now. Now let us learn practical how the data is processed in accounting in SAP application. Okay. So configuration settings. So these are the enterprise structure settings. So when I say enterprise, it is enterprise organization. So organization structure settings. So initial settings we define some organization structure settings. Okay. Then after defining all the mandate, there are certain management related, controlling related settings also. Those needs to be defined. Otherwise, we can't. We will be not be able to post not even one accounting document. So it's mandatory in SAP that we should define controlling settings also. Okay. And you will see some settings which I'll be explaining you at the time of posting the transactions. So and creating initial master data and so on. So if you are able to post row number 40, the first accounting document, if you are able to post the first accounting document, then all your previous settings are clear. I mean, your whatever the configure settings that you have, that you will be doing in a system, they are correct. If you are not able to post the first document, then you have done something wrong. Okay, so just be careful. So understand the settings, each and every settings, why we are defining it, why we need to define it. Okay, and the definition of each settings in SAP from the financial accounting perspective. Now we started learning practically. We are trying to understand the financial accounting module in SAP system. Okay, now when you complete all your classes, right, at the end of the day, I mean, at the end of our course, definitely you will be able to operate your general ledger accounting, accounts receivable, accounts payable, asset accounting, banking, and closing. These are the six areas that you are going to learn. Apart from these six areas, we'll be learning integration as well as sales and distribution integration with your FI. So all these eight areas which are very important for your SAP career. Okay. So try to understand. If you're not able to understand the concepts, please ask me and again. I'm ready to help you out here. So let us understand the first setting. Okay, this is here it is mentioned as company. Okay, next if you see edit, copy, delete, check company code. Next is assignment of company code to company. So what I'll do, so I'll go to the brilliant minds tab sheet. Okay, now let us understand so first step is company, right? Okay, okay, let us take some example. Tata. Tata Chemicals, okay, and Tata Automobiles and Tata Power, okay. Just imagine that we have three, these are the three companies you see in the market, right? It's a, with Tata has three company codes. Okay, when I say, I mean, these are the companies in SAP, we call it as company code. Why we need to, why we call it as a company code? Because these are the companies, they definitely, they maintain the accounts at this level. Okay, they maintain the accounts. Also, they generate the financial statements such as trial balance, profit loss, and balance sheet. So if any company is generating balance sheet, profit loss, I mean, what any reports, regulatory reports or tax reports or any statutory reports, you will see a number of reports which are needs to be provided by the company. So if a company is providing reports, definitely they have to post each and every transaction against that company, which is called company code in SAP. So in SAP, at this level, you are going to maintain the accounts, GL accounts. You are going to generate the reports at this level. This is very important. So each and every business transaction, if you are purchasing stationery or if you are purchasing if you are purchasing some materials from vendors or you are making payment to the vendors or if you are doing some business with your customers, okay. So all the business transactions will be posted against this level, company code level. So at this level only we generate all your statements, reports, etc. And company is nothing but this is something Tata Group, which is group level, okay, consolidation level. This is called consolidation level, consolidation reporting, consolidation reporting purpose we use this one because I want the report combination of three companies. I want the report all together. Tata Group has n number of entities, all the n number of entities Tata Group has, right? So for you want that, you want to definitely the Tata Group the directors or the promoters, they need the reports, consolidation reports. What is their profit, what is their balance sheet, financial position. So what they do, at this level they try to get the reports at the consolidation basis. Okay, this is called in SAP as company code. But in SAP, okay, not company code, it's a company, or this is also called individual trading partner, individual trading partner, which is used for cross company code transactions. Because if I want to know the consolidation reporting, if I want to know consolidation reporting, right? If I want to know consolidation, I want the report for all together, the combination of three companies, right? In that case, what I have to do, I have to link all these three companies to this Tata Group. Then only I will get the report, the data. Okay. So whenever I post any transaction, definitely all the, I mean, you will be posting against this level. But these three legal entities, which is called company code in SAP, will be linked to the Tata Group to get the consolidation reporting. Okay, so in the company code list also I maintain three entities. In the company level also I'll maintain three entities. That's the condition in SAP again. Okay, so but as of now, just don't think about this step. Just try to understand from this step only. So this is your first step. This is your second step. Okay, now I have defined company and I have defined company code. Now, to make it a link, even the system doesn't know, the SAP application doesn't know. We need to tell to the system that this Tata Chemicals, Tata Auto, and Tata Power belongs to Tata Group. So that is called assignment of assignment of company code company. Okay, this is very important. Now we are telling to the system these three legal entities are belongs to the Tata Group. That's the reason. That's the configuration setting we have to do in the system. These are the three steps. This is definition. This is also definition in SAP. This is called assignment. So this is at the consolidation basis. This is also used for cross company code transactions. Cross company code transactions. Why we call as cross company code transactions? Because sometimes what happens, Tata Chemicals may make payment to the instead of Tata Power, Tata Chemicals make payment to the suppliers, Tata Power suppliers, because if they don't have money, they'll ask Tata will ask Tata Power company will ask to Tata Chemical company to make payment. instead of them, because they might not have some immediate funds. Okay, so for time being, so they will make payment on behalf of Tata Power. So you will see cross company code transactions. So to create cross company code transactions at this level, you have to create one, two, three as individual trading partner. Tata Group, I mean basically company, three entities here. Okay, this one we'll discuss later, not at this point of time. But all the transactions, all your the financial reporting, okay, will be done at this level. Financial reporting will be done at this level. So when I say report, you will see a number of reports, right? Like statutory reports or the government provided regulatory reports. So okay, and so on. And mostly the as per the Indian Companies Act, we have to provide to the income tax department, right? I mean basically the companies will be providing what they will provide usually for the financial position, balance sheet, and P&L, and what else, trial balance also, and so on. So basically all the entries will be posted at this level, at the company code level. So at last we want to generate the reports and need to be provided to the government, and like not only to the government, even to the suppliers and what do you say, stakeholders, and so on. And so many will be there. Definitely, if I want to invest something in the stock market for this company, definitely I need to see their reports, right? Their performance, financial performance for the last 5 years or for the last 10 years. Then only I will invest if the company is very good. If they're strong, if they have strong fundamentals, definitely I'll invest the money in the Tata Chemicals, right? So how I will come to know? So I will check their results, last 5 year results or last three years results. Then only I will invest in the company. By seeing what, you will see the financial position, basically all the reports. Okay, so assignment of this is assignment of company code to the company. So basically linking between your group and legal entity. Sir, any questions on these three steps, sir? Sandeep or Prashant?
No, sir.
Yep. So we'll go inside. What we'll do? So this is your SAP logon pad. Okay. So, and I request you both to take the access. Okay. You will get access also. I can provide some numbers. You can take the access.
Okay.
So now you remember earlier or introduction second class, right? Maybe in the first introduction class, easy I mentioned, right? Easy access. This is easy access where you can see. So easy access is the screen where end users will make the transactions, will post the transactions, will update the usually they process the data. What kind of data will be processed from the accounting team, from the accounting users or the accountants? What they will do, they will go here and process the data like financial accounting. So GL end user will process GL data, and accounts receivable accountant will process accounts receivable data, and so on. Okay, asset accounting related end user will process asset related data. So you can see this entire easy access screen will be used by end users, okay, who process the data, different data, accounting data, sales data, purchase data, inventory data, HR data, and so on. You can see n number of modules inside the folders. Okay, so this is easy access, and we are like moving to the consultant role, which is called implementation, SIMG. Okay, SIMG means, I mean basically implementation guide, SIMG, or you can use SPRO also, both are same. Display IMG. And here you can see all the different roles: financial accounting, controlling, investment management, sales and distribution, metal management. You can see a number of modules in SAP. Okay, so since we are learning financial accounting now, so our course I will be covering financial accounting areas. So you will be, as I mentioned earlier, I will teach you all the areas of financial accounting. Now Before financial accounting, before going to this path, we need to understand, we need to define company, company code, assignment between company code to company, which is comes under here enterprise structure, because we are defining our structure, the main structure for the company. Okay, so you have to open this one, definition, financial accounting. See the path, enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting. Under financial accounting, we have to define company here. Okay, new entries, you can write the description. So company, you have to you have to mention, you have to give some name which is called identification in SAP. So company identification, you can give something else. So I'll give uh, let us give something called Tata GP. I don't know if this name is already exist in the system. It's very difficult now. We cannot create with that name, but we'll try. We'll see. Tata Group, and give some. Okay, I'm just giving some dummy details here. Okay, do one. We can do, we can, okay, this is fine. In case if your company belongs to US company, and US, that company has across branches ever, companies across the world. So you will decide at the group level, at the consolidation reporting level, which currency you want to maintain. Okay, as of now, I'm maintaining INR. But in case if your company belongs to the what do you say, if your company belongs to some US company, and that company has I mean across all over the world, the company has, it has, definitely you want the reporting at that currency, USD dollar currency, right? So you will decide, this is something that you have to discuss with your client business. You have to get all the details from the business, then you have to update the details here. Every time you should think that you have started working in implementation. So during implementation, what we'll do, we'll get the business requirements from the business, from the client, then we do the settings in the system. So all these details we need to get it from the client. So country India, language key English. So all the minimum details need to be entered here. Click on save. So system says postal code 07 must have length 06. So we'll create one more here, press enter. An entry already exists with the same key, because this someone has, because this is a training server, so someone has already created with this identification. So what I'll do, I'll make it as GR. Okay, press enter. And this is also someone is maintained. Okay, I'll maintain as 01. In consider is possible currency was changed. See long text. We'll see. Currency of company code TM0. The problem is here we are using the training server, right? So like us, many other users will be doing some practice in the system. So give me little minute, 1 minute. Hmm, that's fine. Uh, we ignore this message. Just ignore the message. Ha, that's the reason. That's the reason system is throwing again some error message. What I will do, I'll make it as 98. Press enter. This is also already there. We'll make it to some 48 something, some odd number. So this number is no one is using. So I'm just using this one. Click on save. Now See, you will get one prompt for customize request. So we are in the development system. You're going to test thoroughly and you are going to move changes from one system to another system, right? In your real time, what you will do, you have different systems. One system will be used for maintaining the settings, one system will be used for testing the scenarios, and one system that will be that another system which is called quality system, where that users will be doing the testing. So you'll have different systems, and of course at last production system, how the changes will be moved to the production system. So we use this number to move your changes. Okay, here this is not ours. What I'll do, I create one more new request. So let us create Tata, and this is I mentioned as 48, right? Tata 48, and click on save. So I'm creating one new TR. This is called transport request. So by using this TR, we will move changes to the quality system, and of course we will move changes to the production system also once we complete the testing from the user side as well. So development to quality, quality to production, the changes will be moved to the all your settings will be moved from development to quality and quality to production by using this TR number. Who will be doing these changes? Basis consultant. Okay, we should reach out to the basis consultant. We should request them, please move changes to the specific system, so and so system. So they will move your settings. No need to define your settings in all the systems manually. So one time, this is one time setting. Company, all these are like basic global parameters. They are the one time settings. You will be defining once only. So later every time, so we'll move changes to the production only once. Okay, click on continue. So we have defined Tata 44 as a group name, Tata group. Now let us create company code here. This is a first step. This is a second step. So let us create one company. The second, edit company code data. Okay, if you have there are two options here. Use this option, edit company code data, and click on new entries. Now I want to give the this is 4-character identification. Okay, what I will do, TA48. I'll take the same identification. Of course, it is a 4-character word. What I will do, I'll give, you can give some. So earlier someone Power India Private Limited. So what I will do, I'll give some other name. Take some Tata Automobiles. Okay, automobiles, city Hyderabad, something. Just imagine that your base location is Hyderabad, India, currency is INR, language is English. Click on save. When I click on save, system prompts this message. System is asking more details like address details, because this is a legal entity, we are creating legal entity details. So all these details will be provided by the business, so we have to get the details from the business. So during implementation, you have to get the all the details from the client. So here I will mention as Tata Automobiles Private Limited. Okay, I'll just give, since this is a training server, right? It's no need to give all the details. Give some important mandatory fields. If the field is mandatory, you can see this one, red color. Okay, and you can just click on continue, continue. So what we have done, we have created one company, then we created company as Tata 48 and company code as Tata 48, sorry, TA48. And now what is the next step here? We need to assign between company and company code. Okay, so we define TA48. So all the accounting transactions will be posted against this company code, this legal entity. So then only I can generate balance sheet, profit loss, and trial balance. Okay, all the reports will be generated at this level. So all the data needs to be processed at this company code level. Okay, now let us go to the next setting. So as of now, what we have done, we have created one company and company code. Okay, company Tata group, and this is also Tata group related, but Tata what is the entity we consider here? The description is Tata Automobiles. The identification is TA48. Now that we need to leave, system doesn't know whether this Tata TA48 belongs to Tata 48 or not. So for that purpose, you have to close this definition. I mean, basically close the definition. Here you can see the assignment. So financial accounting, assign company code to the company. Okay, so here go to the position, company code TA48, TA48. You can see TA48 and company what we had given TA48. If you want, you can get it from here, or you can, if you remember, you can enter the value manually. Click on save. So again, your setting, all your settings will be saved under this TR. Later, you will just this, you will move this TR to the quality in production. All these are one-time settings. Sir, any questions on these three settings, sir? Company, company code, and assignment between company code and company. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So I'll close this one. I'll come back to the definition. So if you go to our spreadsheet, the tracker, the configuration tracker, go to the configuration settings. You can see here company, company code, and assignment to the company code. And you can see business area, and the next is consolidation business area, assignment of business area to the consolidation business area. Okay. So here, so what is the business area? Definition, financial accounting, business area. And before I just go into the business area, SAP already provided the documentation. If you look at here, documentation. So if you don't understand what is company code, you can just open this one. The description provided by SAP is, you can see the huge description provided by SAP here. When you click on this documentation, see, I'm just giving one definition, right, which is used the financial accounting perspective. It is used to structure the business from a financial accounting perspective. So basically, I had given very pretty straightforward definition. But if you want to know more information on this particular setting, then definitely you have to go through the documentation. I recommend you. It is better you have to go through at least once these documentations. Okay. And so whenever you have some time, right, along with the settings, you can just go through the documentations once. Come back to the business area. Now, what is business area? Business area is another enterprise structure unit which is used for identifying the location. Just imagine that the Tata Automobiles has many locations like Hyderabad, Mumbai. It has many branches. Okay, so in that case, what we'll do? We'll create locations. So which is used for the geographical location. Business area used for to differentiate your locations. So what I'll do? I will create couple of locations. So TA. This already someone has defined. So what I'll take it is um, THY. So this is again only 4-character word. So T Tata. Okay, we'll do one thing. 48 Hyderabad and 48. What do you say? It's a Mumbai branch. Okay, just and I'm just giving some identifications. So this is for the Tata Automobile Hyderabad branch, and this is for the Tata Automobiles for Mumbai branch. So likewise, we can create as many as business areas for your company code. This is something that you should discuss with your client. You should confirm with the client. Okay, save. So again, the setting is saved in your request. The same request. Click on continue. Back. Now this one, consolidation business area. Okay, so again, we created two business areas. One is Mumbai and one is Hyderabad. Together, I want the report, the consolidation report between. See, individually you can extract the data, or you can extract combination of Mumbai and Hyderabad location. So if you want some consolidation reporting, so you should create consolidation units between Hyderabad and Mumbai. So new entries. This is consolidation business area. What I'll do? TA 48. I'll give the same. You can use the same identification. No issues. So I'll mention as consolidation business area for TA 48. Okay, click on save. Now system doesn't know what. Now we defined consolidation business area individually, and we defined business area individually, but system does not know the whether this consolidation area is belongs to these two areas. So what we should do? We should go back to the assignment, go to the financial accounting again, and you can see assignment of business area to the consolidation business area. So click on position. We created two business areas. Sir, do you remember what are the two business areas we defined?
Hyderabad 48H.
Yes. So Hyderabad 48 and Hyderabad 48 48. So it is very easy to identify. That's the reason I had given a 48, because our company code starts with I mean ends with 48, right? So to easy for easy identification, I had given the some starting with 48 for one for Hyderabad location and one for the Mumbai location. So consolidation business area, we use the same identification as company code TA 48. Okay, if you want to search it, you can search it from here. You'll get one more screen here, and you have to scroll it down, search for the T character, T letter. So you can check from here. See here, it went up because TA. See here, TA 48 consolidation business area for TA. I mean basically for the company code TA 48. So click on save. Again, system will save the details in this request. This request is very important because this request is very because all your settings are saved in this request. So in future you will be moving these settings to the another systems in real time. Okay. So what we defined, we created one to couple of business areas. Then we created consolidation business area. Then we linked both business areas to this consolidation business area. So what happens when I so what happens if I extract the data TA 48 consolidation business area? I will get the data of Mumbai as well as I get the data of Hyderabad. Okay. Now come back to the your configuration tracker. Here we are here now. These five company code assignment, business area, consolidation business area, assignment. Now very important topics are getting started. Please try to understand these areas. So what I will do, go to the brilliant minds. Understand. Now you people should tell me now what is the financial year in India. If you are opening any company in India, so how do you report? How do you maintain the accounts in India?
March 31st to
So
March 1st to
Ha,
April 31st.
so basically April to March, your financial year in India is this is your financial year. Okay, financial year in India. Okay, so this is in India. Similarly, in other countries they'll have different financial years. Okay, for example, US will have January to December, which is called calendar year. Okay, now in SAP we call this one as fiscal year, not financial year, but we call it as the terminology of SAP. We call it as fiscal year. Fiscal year. Okay. So SAP already provided these details in I mean in SAP system. This is called V3 variant. Okay, V3 variant, and this is called something it starts with the K letter, K1, K2, K3, K4 variant. Okay, you have many variants where SAP already provided the different variants. We need to copy this standard variant and we can give some identification. Otherwise you can use the standard variant only, but people are like changing the standard parameters. That is very it is very difficult approach. Always better to copy from the standard variant and use it for your company code. So here in this step, what we'll do, we'll create the financial year variant and we assign that financial year variant to the company code, legal entity. Okay. And if you look at here, fiscal year variant definition and assignment of company code to the fiscal year variant. So two settings here. Come back to the system, close this one. So we are done with the enterprise structure settings. We have to go to the financial accounting. Under financial accounting, we are discussing global settings, financial accounting global settings. Under global settings, we are discussing on the ledgers. Under ledgers, you can see fiscal year and posting periods. So open this one. See here, maintain fiscal year variant. And the third one, assign company code to the fiscal year variant. So these two settings we need to do now. Open this one. So you can see all these variants are provided by the standard SAP. I mean SAP already provided with standard variants. So some people are changing the standard variants. That is really I'm getting irritated. But we'll see the standard whether it is there or not. So V3, and you can see the description, April to March, and you can see some other variants. You can see the different variants are there. So go back to the K1 variant. See, calendar year, one special period. Okay, I'll explain you what is a special period. Go to the V3 variant. So select this V3 variant. Copy here. There is an option called copy. Copy as. Click on copy and change this to two-letter identification. Okay. So I'll put it as 48 or a company code related. So 48 and this is let us keep this one. Number of 12 periods and number of special periods 4. Click on copy. Copy all. Copy. Okay. Now click on save again. Now. So again your details are getting saved in the respective request. Okay. So before that what we'll do? Now you told that you both told that your financial year in India is April to March, which is where SAP standard variant is V3. We are copying from the V3 variant. Now total how many periods will be there in one financial year?
Excuse me, sir.
Total how many periods you will have in one financial year?
12 period.
12 periods or
12
okay. In India it's starting with April period, right? April to
March.
May.
Sir, Prashant left, I guess. He rejoined.
Okay, so in India we are following we are following financial year between April to March. Your first period is April. Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
This is your first period, and this is your second period. I'm talking about this is your financial period. Okay, financial period. So these are the basics you should understand. Okay, if you're not able to understand these basics, it will be very difficult going forward. So try to understand. If you're not able to understand, please ask me the questions, as many as questions. No worries. So second period. So likewise, February and what we have March. So do we have total 12 periods, sir? So let us see. Yes, 12 periods we have. Count is 12. So remove this one. Okay, system did not copy it. Huh? Okay, I thought it copied, but no, let it be. So this is the third period. This is the fourth period. So what I will do, I will just copy till 12th. So total we have 12 periods. Okay, third period till 12th period. Now I'll show it in the system. Select your 48, click on the periods. Now, so this is your month. Month is January first month, February second period, March third period, fourth is April period. But we'll go to the April period first. So okay, April period. This is a calendar months. Okay, this is your calendar months. This is your financial period. Your April calendar month is equal to the first period of your financial year. Do you agree? Similarly, your second which is May, as per the calendar fifth period is May month, but your financial period is second month. Third period is June, July, and so on. If you scroll down, your ninth period, which is nothing but December, 12th period. Calendar year, calendar month is 12th period. Now you may ask me, sir, after December period, the 3 months which are going to the next next calendar year, right? Next calendar, January, February, March. For that, SAP has updated as like this. So this is your 10th period, which is January, which is 11th period as February, 12th period is March. Okay. So 10, 11, 12, January, February, March. So 10, level 12 is your January, February, March. 10th, 11th, and 12th period. Now, since this is going to the next calendar year, so what we are doing, we are making the year shift, which is we are making to -1. It's going to the next year. January, February, March is going to the. For example, I'll give you one simple example. We are in 2025 financial year. 2025 financial year. Now, these three periods are going. This one first. I mean, what do you say? January 10th, 11th, and 12th, these are going to the next calendar year, right? Which is going to the 2026. These three are going to the next calendar year. I want to make it to the 2025 financial year. So what I'll do, definitely I'll make it as -1. -1. Do you agree? Because I want 2025, 2026 -1, which is 2025. Sir, is this is clear? So basically what we are doing, I mean, we are, see anyhow, this is a standard setting. We are not going to update manually. This is SAP already provided. -1 because your the calendar year is 2020, it's going, these three periods are going to the 2026, but our financial year, these three belongs to the 2025 financial year. So 2026 -1, which is 2025. I want 2025 the final financial year. That's the reason SAP has updated the year shift as -1, -1, -1 for these three periods. This is SAP provided settings. No need to do change anything. No need to update manually also. We are using standard variant. We already copied from the standard variant V3. So no need to do any changes here. And the number of periods, 12 periods, as we discussed earlier, 4 special periods. Now you may ask, what is a special period? Special period, usually it is used at the end of the year. So you remember, right? You know, right? After every company has to audit the accounts, right? Auditing will be happen. So during audit, so maybe during audit, or maybe sometimes what happens, users will do some adjustment postings, some rectification entries, correction of entries. So for posting those rectification entries, or so for posting some adjustment entries, you'll be using these 4 special periods. Okay, these 4 special periods are used for additional postings. And coming back to the period text, so for each, so someone has deleted the period text, no worries. Shortened fiscal, this is anyhow, this is not required. Period text, I'll show you some other variant. Someone has deleted. What I'll do, I'll delete this one. I'm just deleting the 48. We'll create one more time with a very where all the parameters are there, where SAP has provided the standard parameters. Okay, let me check. This is fine. Yeah, looks like for this one it is maintained. The language is maintained for each. For basically SAP can be updated in multiple languages. Get the description. So what I'll do, I'll copy this TF variant, copy. I'll make it to 48 now. 48, press enter. Copy all. Copy. So I'm expecting the descriptions need to be copied. So click on save first. Later we can see what details has been updated here. So select your variant, double click on the periods. This is what we discussed now, total 12 periods. And the period text you can see here. So you can see the description of each month will be updated in the multiple languages, which has more than around 64 entries are there. You can ignore this one. So this is all about your fiscal year variant. Now we have to, now system doesn't know whether this fiscal year variant 48 is belongs to your Tata Automobiles or not. So for that purpose, what we'll do, we'll link that to your company code. We are defining the variant and we are assigning to the company code. Assignment of company code to the fiscal variant. Position or company code is TA48. Now assign your variant if you remember. Save, continue. Okay, so this is all about your financial variant and assignment of fiscal variant to the company code. Now another important functionality, global parameters, which is posting period. So these are the posting periods only. These are posting periods, right? All in all the
Okay.
periods. Sorry, sir, you're saying something?
Yeah. So while saving
Huh.
every time
Huh, it will
transaction,
ask you. It will ask you.
yeah. So how can we do that transport request for every each and every one?
System will prompt you automatically when you click on the save.
Okay.
When I'm trying to save the setting, system will ask you to enter the TR number.
Okay.
So now if you want to see what are the config settings that we have done, you have to use one more transaction code. slash o is for the another screen, and your transaction code is SE09. From SE09 you can see what are the settings that you have configured till now. Okay, you can ours is customizing is nothing but our settings. Okay, and we have not released anything. Click on display. So here you can see what are the configuration settings has been done for this your company code. Anyhow, this system is used by many users, right? You can see many settings are there here. So thousands of settings are there here. Okay, so our company code is Tata 48, right? So open this one, Tata 48, and open this one. See, so till now what we have done, we started with the define company, and also we define company code. So we linked between company code and company, which is third one, assignment company code to company, and business area consolidation business area. Also we assign business area to the consolidation business area. Next, so someone has created reason codes, I don't know. So again, assign company codes to we define fiscal variant, and also we define company code to fiscal variant, because this is this is a training server. So someone has created these reason codes with the same ID, because everyone will get the same screen, right? So that's the reason we updated from here. Under the same ID they have created this reason code also. So come back to the configuration again. So now the next configuration is posting periods. So sir, is that clear? Sandeep sir, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, now go back to the posting period variant. Now again we need to earlier we discussed about financial year variant, fiscal year variant. Now we need to define posting period variant. So posting period variant, again same thing, where we can restrict for the posting. So every month you do the transactions, customer transactions, supplier transactions, GL transactions, asset transactions. So we can restrict. For example, we are in the November period. So in the November period, this is your ninth period, which ninth period. Okay. So our fiscal period is ninth period, but calendar period is your 11th period. Okay, don't confuse. Always discuss from the financial period. So we are in the ninth period, which is November period. So for the November period, I want to restrict a user to post. I want to keep the period open only for the asset transactions, asset related transactions. I'll keep open. This ninth period will be kept open only for the asset transactions. If you try to post customer invoice or supplier invoice, you can't. System will throw the error. So I can restrict account types also: asset, customer, supplier, of course material, and we have GL account as well. Okay, in SAP we have different account types. So I can restrict one account, particular account type for this particular period. That option is there. SAP have provided these different account types where you can control. Okay, I'll show you. So close this one. Okay, so we are in the same path: financial accounting, global settings, fiscal year, and posting periods. We have discussed fiscal year. Now we are discussing posting period, which is first one is a define variant. This is a definition. Here we define definition. New entries. So I'll put it the same thing. TA48 identification as TA48, and I will maintain here posting period variant for TA48 company code. Okay, click on save. This is only identification. Now under TA48 I maintain the periods. Okay, TA48. Come back. See, but before like opening the periods, closing the periods, we need to assign posting period variant to company code, because company doesn't know which variant that it is using. So I have to assign the variant to the company code. So someone is using this one. So someone is using the same ID. So the data is logged by King. So what I'll do, I'll cancel this one. Open another screen. We already opened another screen. Go to the another transaction called SM12 to unlock the transaction. SM12. I'm using SM12 transaction. SM12 to unlock the transaction. What I will do, I'll remove this one. You can remove this one also. Click on search. So select this option, select all. It's getting basically all the entries has been selected. Click on delete. Click on delete again. So now we'll see if you're able to open the transaction again. Assign variants to company code. Now I am not getting that locked screen. Okay, position, go to the company code TA48 and assign your posting period variant. This is what we define, TA48. Press enter, click on save, continue. Okay, now again see, when I click on save, right Sandeep, so this system is prompting this message, prompting some message to save the entry. So every time system will ask you to save the entry.
Okay.
So automatically all your entries are getting saved under this request.
Okay.
Now posting period variant is assigned to company code also. So the next step is open and close posting periods. So now you have to enter your posting period TA48. This is what we define. So here we have different account types. SAP, or this is account types. So SAP has provided assets, customers, GL accounts, materials. So for example, usually, okay, let me open the another one. Here we don't have the data. I'll open something else, which is another posting period variant. AM, no, not this one. Let us take another one. You can see here. So this is your first period, from period interval 1, from which year to which period to which interval to which year. So basically from one period of 2025 to 12 period of 2026. Basically total how many periods are opened? Total how many periods opened?
12.
Not 12, sir. 2025 first period, April 2025 to 12th period of 2026. So basically
Okay.
you are covering 2 financial years. Okay, 2 financial years they are covering here. Okay, okay, if you want to restrict to only current period, November period, what you will do, 1 2025 to, okay, not 1, you want to restrict to, you want to post only for the current period, 11 2025 to 11 2025. So I can post the transactions only in the current month. I cannot post the transactions in the next period also. If I want to post the transactions in December period, what I will do, 11 to 12. Is that clear? Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, for this particular financial year, I want to keep periods open for this financial year, which is nothing but the first period of financial year 2025 to 12th period of 2025. So what does it mean? I can post the transactions for the 12 periods, April to March. But usually in the real time, end users always keep the current period open. All other periods will be get closed. The same is applicable for all. Now what I'll do, so for this suppliers, I want to restrict only for the 11th period. Now if you try to post K, which is supplier, I can't post transactions. Why this is coming like this? One more 11. Now I can post to supplier only for this period. I can't post the transactions supplier related in the previous month or other periods. I can post only to the 11th period. System will throw the error. The supplier, the period is, I mean, posting period is not opened. If you try to post in another periods, like if you're trying to post in April, May, June, July, August, September, system will throw the error saying that the period is not opened for supplier. Okay, it will say that account type K is not open. So this is your from period to two period, and this is from the from year to 2 year. That's it. So basically this option where SAP has provided, where you can control the transactions with the users. Okay, for the users, you can control the data processing. You can restrict the data processing by postings or for the postings. Is this is clear, sir? Posting period variant.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is not ours. What I will do, I'm not going to create it now for our company code, because I already maintained for all this whatever we are discussing, right? We have different scenarios. If you look at here, if you scroll down, See, theoretically, we are now we are trying to understand the configuration. But in future, when we start posting the transactions, I've explained each and everything. See here, special ledger posting, and if you look come down, you will see all the scenarios are there. Okay, I've explained very clearly. So no need to worry about that. So as of now, I'm not going to maintain posting period variant. System will throw the error, so system will not allow me to post the transactions. So at that time we'll create the required transaction, okay, at the time of posting. So I'm closing this one, but you understood the concept, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what we'll do, so okay, come back to the configuration. Company code, assignment, business area, consolidation business area, and assignment of consolidation business area to the business areas, fiscal variant, and assignment of fiscal variant to the company code. And so we understood posting period variant and assignment. Also, we understood open and close periods. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the field status variant. So we'll take small break, sir. Okay, now we'll go back to the our spreadsheet. You're able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now let us understand the next concept, which is field status variant. Okay, for this one also we have to define field status variant, and also we need to assign company code to the field status variant. So what is a field status variant? In the name itself it is there, right? Field status variant. So I'll just mention as field status variant here. So for example, you take any accounting entry. So for example, you purchased some stationery related items and you paid some cash in the shop. Okay, so stationery expenses. So what is the accounting entry, sir? What is that? Stationery expenses debited. Why we are debiting the stationery expenses? Any idea? Sandeep, Prashant. Why we are debiting the?
Expenses as per
Sorry, your voice is a little breaking, sir. Don't understand. Why we are debiting the stationery expenses and crediting the cash? Any idea? Why we are doing that?
as per the nominal entry, the debit all expenses, credit all bills.
Exactly. So we need to think from the golden rules of accounting, right? So from the golden rules accounting, we are as per the nominal account, we are debiting the station expenses because debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So as per the real account, we are like we are what do you say? Debit what comes in and what goes out, right? Credit what goes out. So we are making cash on the credit side because it is going out to the stationery shop. So here this is a text field, okay? So you should mention the narration or journal entry, right? For what we are doing here. So paid for stationery expenses. This is called journal entry, or in the text we are just updating the transaction, business transaction, paid for stationery expenses. So here also for the each control C, control V. So these two are called line items in SAP, two line items. Okay, for this posting, we updated two line items. One is stationery expenses debited and cash credited. So while posting the transaction in SAP, will have one field called text. So we have to just specify for what purpose you are doing this transaction. So the text I'm mentioning as paid for stationery expenses. This is one field. Now the question is, you want this field as a mandatory or suppress or optional, okay, or display, which one you want? I mean basically you can control the fields. If you are activating the mandatory, so this will becomes mandatory. So system mandatory, it will ask you to enter the description. If you're trying to skip the description, so no, because you already activated as mandatory field, so this field is mandatory. Suppress is you are hiding the field, so you will not able to see the field if you are activating suppress option. We have one more option, optional and display. So optional is it's up to you, it's up to the accountant user whether he can, I mean he or she can either enter or not to enter, since they have selected the optional option. Display is something, it will display the field, okay. So it will we will come to know the fields are displayed, but these three are the very important: mandatory, suppress, and optional. So if you go here and see global settings and the ledgers, um, ledger, no, not here, fields here, standard fields, not standard fields, here is there defined. So under accounting global settings ledgers fields, under that define field status variance. So here we define the which field you're controlling the fields by mandatory, optional, display, okay, or suppress. Position, take one standard variant. This is a standard variant where SAP has provided. Select this one, click on field status groups. You can see all these field status groups are there here. Okay. Now, for example, take one thing as this one G001 general. Double click here. You can see general data. All these are fields now. So at the time of posting, I can make this text field as suppress. Suppress means hide. You will not able to see this field. Required means at the time of posting, this is required field. At the time of posting, if you're activating optional entry here, the system, it's not mandatory. If you enter, if you don't enter also fine, but system will show the field. So three options are there. So I think I have mentioned display also. Not here. We have another option. So I'm explaining here, which is field status variant, where you have three options: mandatory, suppress, and optional. So you can control the fields while posting the transactions. So you have not only text field, you have many fields are there. Under each category, under metal management, you can see metal management fields. Under asset accounting, you will see asset accounting fields. Under additional account assignment, you will see controlling related account assignment fields, general data and general data fields. So these are the different fields where you can control the fields under field status variant. So what we'll do, we'll copy this field status variant. So instead of taking 0001, I will take something else because the field status someone has changed many changes in the standard variant also. So let me take some AFSV or okay, let me check once this one. See, someone has changed all the settings, standard settings. Little worried. Position, FSV. Okay, let us take this one. Copy. I'll change this one to field status variant. You have to give some identification. It's a 4-character identification. TA48. I'll change the description to field status variant for TA48 company code. Okay, its space is not sufficient. I'll give TA48 here. Click on copy. So see, system will prompt with the message. Just copy or click on copy all. You'll get one more message. So click on, okay, number of dependent entries copied 43. Click on continue. So click on save again. So we have created one field status variant with the name TA48, and we are saving it under our request. When I clicked on save, system prompted this message. Okay, field status variant has been defined. So double click field status groups, you can see all the field status groups here. Okay, so in future we are going to use all these groups as per the business scenario, as per the requirement. Any questions on this field status group, sir? Prashant, Sandeep, any questions here?
No, sir.
Okay, anyhow, we have one scenario. I will explain you at the time of posting the transactions. So again, we have defined field status variant. Now company code doesn't know, right, which field status we need to use. So we are assigning field status variant to the company code. Position, company code is TA48. Of course we defined field status variant also. as TA48. So it is very easy to remember. Give same company code as FSP also. So we have assigned Tata company, I mean TA48 company code to the TA48 field status variant. So go back to the configuration settings. So we define field status variant, also we assign to the company code. Now another important area, which is chart of accounts. So till here, these 4 entries, okay. Go back to the brilliant minds. Now this is very important, sir. Now accounting comes into picture. So sir, this, what is this called? Stationary expenses cash, what we call?
Expenses.
Okay, expenses. So basically GL accounts, do you agree? Account.
Yes.
So accounts nothing but GL accounts. Okay, these are GL accounts. So for these GL accounts, we have one hierarchy called chart of accounts. Chart of accounts. So basically, it's a hierarchy for accounts. So under chart of accounts, we create account groups. Okay. So under account groups, you will see many account groups. For example, so financial accounting, GL accounting. Under GL account, you can see master data. Under master data, you can see GL accounts. Under GL accounts, you see preparations. Under preparations, we see chart of accounts. Edit chart of accounts. So now I'm discussing on the account group, right? So account groups, if you look at here, you can see all these are account groups: assets, liabilities, and what you say, incomes, equity. So this is something that you have to discuss with your business. So every client will have some 30-35 account groups, or 40 also might be, depends upon the company what account group they have created for their company. So we have to get the details from the client, and we have to maintain the details here. Okay. So account groups, under account groups we have GL accounts. So this stationary expenses goes to the one account group called expenses. This cash will goes to the under account group called current assets. So like this, you will have n number of account groups. GL account, these are the GL accounts. Example we already discussed. These are the GL accounts. GL accounts. So GL accounts are expenses, incomes, or assets, liabilities. Okay. So basically, we are creating some hierarchy here. Chart of accounts. Under chart of accounts, account groups. Under account groups, we are getting GL accounts, master data. So here we have two types: master data and transaction data. What is master data? These are called master data. Stationary expenses, cash. Easy. GL accounts are called master data. So basically, master data called as GL accounts. Of course, when you start learning accounts payable, you will see supplier master data. Okay. When you understand accounts receivable, at that time you will discuss mostly on customers accounts receivable. So in future we learn asset accounting also. Asset also is a master data: furniture, fittings, computers, vehicles, right? Land and buildings, plant and machinery, and so on. So these are called master data elements. Transaction data, this is called transaction data. We posted one business transaction. We are debiting the stationary expenses and crediting the cash account. Okay, this is called transaction data. So it could be like a customer data, customer invoice data, customer payment, vendor invoice, vendor payment, GL transactions. Okay, all the business transactions will be taking place as in form of transaction data. This is one thing. Now let us create one chart of accounts identification. This is your first step. Edit chart of accounts list. Go to the new entries. Now I want to give the same identification. Instead of giving some different identification, better to give same identification. Here you can mention as chart of accounts for TA48. Okay. Language, I want to maintain the GL master data in English language, and length of the GL account number. You should have some identification, right, for the each GL account number. So the length of the GL account number can be up to 10 digit. Okay, 10 digit. So we can mention 10 here. Group chart of accounts. This is used for consolidation purpose. I will explain you on this part later. So as of now, this is maintained for the group consolidation. Now this is your operating chart of accounts. I'll tell you. Click on save. Click on continue. Okay. Come back. Now what you do? Assign the chart of accounts to the company code. We define chart of accounts and we are assigning the chart of accounts to the company code. Position. Company code is TA48. Chart of accounts is TA48. Press enter. Save. Continue. Okay. Come back. Account groups. So what you will have, sir, in accounting basically, what kind of accounts you will see? Expenses and incomes. What else you see, sir? Assets, liabilities. Other than do you see anything else other than these four characters in accounting?
No.
So if I say something, definitely it should be one among from these four categories: expenses, incomes, assets, and liabilities. So under expenses, you'll define other some you will define different account groups like operating expenses, marketing expenses, administration expenses, sales expenses, and so on. Incomes, again, different incomes: rental income. Likewise, assets, plant and machinery, you can take computers, vehicles, land and building, furniture and fittings, and so on. Liabilities, loans, secured loans, unsecured loans, and so on. Right? So those are the different account groups. But these, so here what we'll do, so in the real time, you will take the details from the business and define the account groups accordingly. So click on new entries. So as of now, since this is a training server, I will define only four accounting categories. You will not have more than four, right? I mean, overall accounting perspective, you will see only four categories: assets, liabilities, expenses, and incomes. Other than these four categories, you will not see any other account. So chart of accounts, what we define: TA 48, and account group. Let us give some assets. Okay, let me give here assets, and this is your okay, TA 48, TA 48, TA 48. So we have total four account groups. If you want, you can create more account groups also. No issues. Liabilities, sorry, we already given liabilities, right? Expenses and incomes. So here liabilities, expenses, incomes. Why I'm giving description? Because I'll tell you later why I'm giving this description, the numbers also. So this is very important from account to account. So how many GL accounts you want to create, how many asset GL accounts that you want to create, that you have to specify the number range here. So with this I can create 1000 asset accounts. With this I can create 1000 liability accounts, 3000 to 3999. I can create 1000 expenses accounts. With this I can create total 1000 income accounts. So this is number range. So this is something that you should discuss with you should I mean, this will take a lot of time with the client. We should get all the details. So we should ask them what should be, I mean, how many accounts that you're expecting under this group, how many GL accounts that you're expecting under liabilities. So you should give the number range. This is called number range. So when I create as first asset, system automatically pick with this number 1000. When I create second asset, system will automatically pick 1001. Okay. So likewise, not automatically, we have to create manually in the system. 1001 is this particular asset, or 4000 is rent received or commission received, 4001, 4003 uh, some some income from property. Okay. So you will create accordingly the master data, the GL accounts. You will take the next number always. Click on save. So here in this transaction, we are differentiating the account groups and also we are maintaining the number ranges. So this field status part, I'll explain you later. We have the scenario. Now return earning account. What is a return earning account? Anyone? Any idea? Sandeep, Prashant, any idea, sir? Do you remember?
No, sir.
Do you remember profit loss balance? What you will do with the profit loss balance? PL account balance?
This will transfer to the next year.
Exactly. So that is called returning account. So basically, your current year profit will be transferred. Profit or loss will be transferred to the to the next financial year, right? So every year you are carrying forward to the next financial year. And this is updated under which GL account, sir? Basically under balance sheet, we'll update that account that will transfer to the balance sheet, right? You will add your capital net profit, if you remember. So returning earning account. So basically this account is created for transferring balances from one financial year to the next financial year. So what is our chart of accounts? TA48, profit loss statement account type. You can give some identification as X and account. So this should be definitive on balance sheet account. Okay. So what is our account group? Okay. Later put it as yes first. Click on yes. So that should be from account group number range. So what I'll do, I'll go to the position. Uh, TA48 is your chart of accounts, and this chart of accounts. So your library, it should be liability number range. So I'll consider 2000 as return earning account. 2000. Just remember, while creating the GL master data, we'll use this number for creating for this return earning account. And you can see the description. Okay, it is mentioning saying that account 2000 is not created in chart of accounts TA48. We'll create the master data later. We'll create 2000 later GL as a GL account, returning account. Presenter. Click on continue. And you can see the transaction balance carry forward. So basically you're transferring your balance to the next financial year. So there is a program, there is a standard program transferring your balance from one financial year to the next financial year. Okay. So this is return earning account. So we discussed chart of accounts. Also, we assigned the company code to the chart of accounts, account group, and returning account. Account group is to differentiate your different account groups. Under account groups, we have GL accounts. So this is returning account, which is used at the end of the financial year, where you're transferring the balances to the next financial year. Okay. So here I want to tell you one point, which is chart of accounts. So chart of accounts has three types. Chart of accounts has three types. One is operating chart of accounts. Okay, this is also called as operational, operational, or also called as operative. Okay, don't get confused. Operative, and second one is group chart of accounts. Third one is country specific chart of accounts. Okay, group chart of accounts, operating chart of accounts, and country specific chart of. This operating chart of accounts is mandatory chart of accounts, mandatory. Each and every business transaction needs to be updated under operating chart of accounts. This is required only at the time of consolidation. If your company says I want consolidation reporting, then this becomes mandatory. Okay, required if consolidation reporting is required. This chart of accounts is required if consolidation reporting is required. And this one, country specific chart of accounts, this is required if local reporting, country specific reporting is required, or local reporting. Okay, example, to take one example, tax. So in India, GST reporting is required. So definitely it's a country specific. GST don't, I mean, you will not see GST in any other country. Every country has their own GST legislation. So in our country, we use GST. In some countries, they use VAT also. In India, earlier we used to have VAT. Now we are using GST tax regime. Okay. So definitely every country has their own legal the local requirements. So as per their local requirements, we define this chart of accounts. But this is mandatory chart of accounts where you update all your business transactions. Each and every business transaction will get updated under this chart of accounts. So we have defined this one only, operating chart of accounts only we define, and also we define return in account. Also we did not assign to the company code. I think we did. Have we assigned this one to the company code? Position, company code. I think we assigned it. Chart of accounts. Okay. So three types chart of accounts. One is operational, one is group chart of accounts, another one is country specific chart of accounts. Group is for consolidation. If required, we'll define this one. And country specific chart of accounts, which is used for the local reporting purpose. If that is required, we'll define this one also. This is mandatory. Every legal entity should have one. Every legal entity like Tata Power, Tata Communications, or Tata TCS, Tata Consulting Services, any legal entity, it's a mandatory that they should use operating chart of accounts. Okay. That is all about chart of accounts. Sorry, any questions? So here we are now, till here.
No.
Okay. And a very important topic again, accounting principles. So what we'll do, this one we'll take it from tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll take it these from 21 to anyhow. This one, these areas you will understand only at the time of posting the transactions. So 21 to till here we'll discuss. I mean, of course, this also in the tomorrow's class. So as of now, what we discussed is, sir, we discussed understanding company, company code, and assignment between company code to company. Okay, which is this is your very important. All your transactions will get posted against this company code, which is called legal entity. At this level only, you will maintain balance sheet, profit loss, and as well as trial balance. You will generate all the reports at this level. Of course, assignment. Next is business area. In SAP, business area will be created as geographical location, and you can extract the data based on the consolidation business areas. Fiscal variant, this is called financial year. So Tata Tata Automobiles, the company which we created, which is in India, and in India we follow the financial year as April to March. So April to March has 12 periods and 4 are special periods, 12 normal periods, 4 special periods. So here we define variant. We copy the standard variant and we give some name. We'll copy and save it. Of course, we assign to the company code. Posting period variant, which is used for restricting the periods for posting the transactions for the different account types like assets, materials, customer supplies, and so on. And also we assign to the company code. And field status variant, this is again very important variant where we can assign the fields as a mandatory or optional or suppress. Okay, at the time of posting the transactions, system will control the fields. Chart of accounts, of course, to classify the GL accounts, we create the hierarchy which is called chart of accounts. Operating, we have three different types: operating chart of accounts, and group chart of accounts, and country specific chart of accounts. Also, we assign operating chart of accounts to the company code. Account groups, it depends upon the business requirement what account groups that you are going to define. We have current assets, current liabilities, secured loans, unsecured loans. Many we can create as many as account groups as per the business requirement. But in our training class, we have created only 4 account groups: assets, liabilities, expenses, and incomes. Return earning account, of course, every year we need to finalize your profit loss and balance sheet, right? So your profit loss balance will be transferred to the next financial year. Okay, you're transferring your balances to the next financial year. So how you transfer your balances to the next financial year? We will use one program. In SAP, we use one program. So that program will transfer the balances. It will transfer balance to which account? Return earning account. We already created as 2000 as an account as of now. Okay. So accounting principles, ledgers, we'll discuss tomorrow. Again, we are coming to the major topic, accounting principles, in tomorrow's class. So I request you to go through all these areas today. I mean, I'll save this video, I mean this recording,